Welcome back to moreforlife.com. Once again, I'm Michael Moore. Part 1 of our session with Bernie was all about skin. In part 2, we'll move on to eyes and cheek color. Let's dive in. So after the foundation, we're gonna go and we're gonna tackle the essential things. This is gonna be her 3-minute look that we're doing really quickly. When we look at Bernie, we look at her eyes. Her eyes are her biggest focus on her face. It gives her absolute power. So what we're gonna do is she's got this amazing eyebrow that God had given her. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna only intensify it a little bit more. So I'm actually gonna be using a powder gel, bring it right through there, taking it from the root, pulling it all the way through and embracing this amazing eyebrow that she has. Eyebrow gels are amazing because they're non-transferable, so they're gonna stay all day long. And if she's doing something more active, it's not going to leave. So with Bernie, she's an Asian woman, Asian mix. So when we look at her eye, go ahead and open your eye for me. She has a really nice lid here, which is wonderful for being of the Asian culture because a lot of times the eye will actually go right inside of itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use something that's actually going to be very long wearing for her, and it's going to be waterproof. The one thing that you want to do is when you're putting your liner on is you want to make sure that it stays on all day long. There's no reason to have to always be looking in the mirror, being a mom or being a professional woman, and making sure that her eyeliner isn't down underneath your eye. So I'm actually going to be using a dark espresso gel liner on her. You can see it comes in a little paint pot. So I want you to go ahead and hold up your head for me and look down. And I'm going to lift the eye. We're going to take this and we're going to go right into the root of these eyelashes. Bernie's really lucky because she's got a beautiful eyelash line. One thing that we tend to find is with somebody who tends to be of the Asian culture, they tend to have a little bit more of a sparser eyelash line. So when you're taking your eyeliner and you're putting it right into that root, you automatically see a freshness to the eye and an uplift to the eye and thicker, more powerful looking eyelashes. And so you automatically see more intensity to this eye, where this one will tend to look a little bit more weak. And this is exactly what is so simple for her to do in a 3-minute application. Taking that eyeliner, putting it right into the root of those eyelashes, starting all the way on the inside and bringing it to the outside corner. Then what we would do in the 3-minute application would actually just put a nice coat of mascara on here, but we're not going to do that until the end for the whole application. When I look at Bernie, you see how the color of her cheek is still uplifting her face in a beautiful way. So for her 3-minute application, color on the cheek isn't really needed. It isn't the absolute thing that she needs, but she does need color on her lips. She does have a pretty powerful color here, but if you just use a little bit of color, it will wake up the whole rest of the face. So we're going to go to just a nice simple gloss on her. Something that's a little bit more of the same tone of her lip already. Taking this, putting it right on the bottom lip, a little bit on the top. And you could see with just a coat of mascara how she could run out of the house and do anything that she had to do in her successful life. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take her to the next level. So we're going to start off with a base powder all over the whole eye. When you're looking at this color, you want it to be the same color as the skin or one shade brighter. Don't go to a white shimmer, don't go to a blue shimmer, don't go to a pink shimmer. You want it to be the same color. And I like this color to be matte. You're going to take this from the lash to the brow all the way. You can see how that one color will instantly brighten up the face. Taking this from the lash to the brow. A lot of people will often use this highlighter color is what I call it, right up underneath the brow. I like to use it all over the base of the eye, and the reason I like to do that is it gives you the blendability to all the other colors you decide to put on top of it. So with her executive job or a meeting that she has to do, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go with a very soft, neutral color that's gonna go and we're gonna apply it from the lash to the crease of her eye. I'm gonna be using something more in the gray and charcoal eye, just to give her a little bit more definition. Taking this from the lash line, and we're gonna apply that in a very soft way to the crease. Make sure that you always knock off all your excess before you apply the brush to your eyelid. This will prevent you from getting all of that fallout that happens underneath your eye. You can see the great definition that it really gives to the eye and gives a beautiful uplift to the eye as well. This is where I actually want to take a little bit of color and give her a little bit more onto her cheeks. I always say your eyes are your Diana Ross, your cheeks and your lips are your backup singers or your Supremes. So you've got the Diana Ross going on here, you've got one Supreme on the face. We're gonna wake this up by just giving her a touch more color. And I'm actually gonna go back and we're gonna go to a little bit of the pink that she has right here that's naturally in her skin. We're gonna apply this right on the apples of the cheek underneath the pupil of the eye. You're gonna bring this right back towards the nub of the ear. Turn your head this way to the nub of the ear here, doing a downward motion. And once again, applying on the apples of the cheek underneath the pupil of the eye, back towards the nub of the ear. Big smile. Do that downward motion. And once again with Bernie, she has such a natural radiance and pinkness to the cheek already. I'm just applying this just a little bit more. I don't want too much. And you notice now by applying the blush and the lipstick, how her eye color is actually coming out that much stronger now. So the second backup singer is there for her now. That's all for part 2 of Bernie. To see her transformation continue, check out Bernie part 3 right here on moreforlife.com. Thanks for watching.